Hello and welcome to the WWE Championship WWE 2K18 simulation. I said I wasn't going to mess this one up, but that was really unfluid. It's the handicap match, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and I'm joined as always by Emir from Raw Wrestling Talk.
What is going on, Micah Beza, and all the fans of this YouTube channel? It's so good to be able to broadcast my voice to your ears.
Look at that, look at that. He's happy to be here. Almost as happy as I am. Yeah, I mean, interesting match. The potential, I don't think there's a whole lot of chance of it happening, but the potential for co-WWE champions coming out of this match. Like, without a screwy finish, because we've had, like, co-intercontinental champions when China and Jericho both pinned each other. And, you know, but without an actual screwy finish, like a legit match to potentially crown co-champions. It's interesting. Are you still there?
I am right here,
oh,
man.
Right, cool. I was leaving that one open for you to respond to if you wanted to.
So, here's the thing, man. When I'm looking at AJ Styles, and I'm looking at Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I am intrigued by the idea of having two guys hold the strap. Now, I think when you and I were talking before, you mentioned that it's happened, but with other titles, right?
Yep. It's happened with the IC title that I remember. And we've had titles held up because of, like... It's more common if there's an unclean finish for it to be held up and neither is champion, but I remember Jericho and China were co-IC champions. I remember that, like, pretty clearly.
Well, these guys are obviously just trying to win the belt and legit be a team for the heavyweight, or for the WWE title, and that would be crazy. Now, I think they could have a lot of fun with it, because obviously Kevin Owens is very over as
They just hit a 3D.
3D deadly death drop. Oh my God, will
sorry.
they get him? 1, 2, kick out as he should. They're over, and Sami Zayn has experienced a career resurgence with turning heel. It's one of those awesome moments where doing a turn actually works for a guy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even shy about the fact that I wasn't, and it's really not popular on the internet to say this, but I really wasn't a Sami Zayn fan. I got that he had some good matches. His match with Cesaro was great. His match with Shinsuke in NXT was great. Like, I'm not doing down the quality of his matches. It's just there's a lot of people on the internet that are like, oh, I don't understand why Sami Zayn's not WWE champion. I don't get it. And I hate to sound like Vince Russo, and usually I disagree with him, but it's because I could beat him up.
Yeah, but like, they're looking at Sami Zayn. They're not. No, they're looking, when they say stuff like that, they're really talking about El Generico and
yeah.
The characters that Sami played in the Indies. Not this watered down. Everything in WWE becomes watered down. It's always a lesser version of what they originally were.
Yeah, I mean, even to an extent. I mean, Kevin Owens is one of my favourites. The only thing that's been watered down about Kevin Owens is he used to swear a lot on the Indies, and he's not allowed to now. But other than that, he stayed pretty true. But again, moveset, he had the package pile driver, and obviously they don't allow pile drivers. But, you know, that's like a minor thing. A lot of people change the finishers when they come to WWE, so I can cope with that. But yeah, since he turned heel, I like Sami Zayn. I still don't think he's WWE champion material. I think he's a strong upper mid-carder for life that'll occasionally, like at Royal Rumble, have a WWE title match. You know, let's not forget, Royal Rumble is where mid-carders come to have world title matches. I can list Brock Lesnar against Hardcore Holly for the WWE title one year. We've had Dolph Ziggler versus Edge for the world title when Dolph Ziggler wasn't anywhere near the world championship, really, like, as a general rule, and he just randomly got thrown in there against Edge. Like, we've quite often had some slightly odd world title matches at the Royal Rumble. We've also had some great ones. We've had, like, you know, your big AJ Styles John Cena matches. I'm not saying it's never a good match, but I'm saying there's a bit of a tendency for some reason to put some lower guys in bigger spots at the Rumble. That's why Sami's here. I'm sorry to tell people, that's why he's here.
Man, dude, it's it's gonna, dude. AJ Styles. I think Styles is going to win this match. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to do it.
Oh.
And I'm not worried about that pop-up powerbomb. He's going to kick out because he's AJ Styles.
Oh, the timing. Okay, so in our game, we have co-champions. Which is interesting. So, I know the video's about to like either go blank or freeze on the screen or whatever in a second, but I feel we should discuss this. What would happen if this happened? Would every WWE title match until they lost it be a handicap match? Or would it be a triple threat? Or would it be a fatal four-way where they nominate two guys and anyone can pin anyone, but these two are obviously going to work as a team, so they pick two guys like Orton and Shinsuke, for example, who they know can work together against a common enemy, and it becomes like a really weird fatal four-way. Like, what do you think they would do? I don't think for a second they're going to put the title on these two, but if they did, how would that even work?
I would think that it would continue to be a handicap match, just like it is with AJ Styles, because the whole deal is like one guy for two belts. So you gotta beat the team. It's because
that's crazy.
They are champion, not one or the other.
Or I suppose an alternative, and it would be a bit of a cop out, but if they decided this would be a shock, we'll do this. Wait, and then they went, wait, what are we going to do for the next match? We can't just keep doing handicap matches. I suppose they could kind of have to choose one to represent the team in each title match. You know, like, so it's one-on-one, but because when Jericho and Chyna were co-champions, one of them defended the title at a time, and the other one was kind of there hoping they'd hold on to it because they didn't want to lose the title, but they didn't like each other. It was like a weird dynamic. Whereas the only difference here would be they do like each other. So, yeah. Or they could turn them against each other and say, right, then at WrestleMania it's Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and we'll decide who is the champion. They could do that, I suppose, as well. There's a lot of ways they could go with it, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility to do that. It's not beyond the realms, but I do think it's a less than a 10% chance it's going to happen.
What would you be more interested in seeing at WrestleMania? Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, or AJ Styles versus Nakamura?
Oh, I'd be quite happy to see both. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think both matches can happen. Admittedly, both would benefit greatly from having the belt involved, which does create a dilemma as to where you'd want the belt to be. Look, I want AJ to win. I think AJ's going to win. I'm just saying that is a way they could go with it, you know, to explain how you have co-champions. Well, it's super simple. We're not going to have co-champions. They're going to fight each other. It could be part of Daniel Bryan's master plan. You know, it could turn out he's not on Owens and Zayn's side, and the plan was to turn them against each other by making them fight each other for the title.
Yeah, man.
You know, what if it's what if they do that at Fastlane, and the winner of that goes on to face the winner of the Rumble, assuming it's a SmackDown guy, at WrestleMania? That could happen. Who knows? I don't think it will. Let me just reiterate that another time. I said it on the predictions video over on RWT as well, but I don't think AJ's losing here. But if he did, it could certainly open up some interesting possibilities for stories.
Well, I'm with you in thinking that he's going to win, but my whole thing is I don't necessarily want him to win clean, because I don't want there to be a question of, well, then what's next for Sami and Kevin? Like,
yeah,
I want AJ
they can't
to
beat
win,
one guy, so what sort of threat are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I want it to be that Shane couldn't contain himself somehow and got involved or something. Like, I want the win to come. It won't be AJ Styles' fault the way it went down.
I want it to be anyone but Shane. Quite honestly, I'm sick of Shane Kevin Owens. I think we said this on the predictions as well. I'm sick of that feud. That's been going for like 6-7 months now. I'm bored of it.
But Owens and Zayn have been at each other's throats for the better part of this year and last year. They fought so many times in so many matches.
Oh yeah, they just got thrown together because they can have a good match. The actual core feud in NXT only lasted a few months, same as your average feud. They just keep coming back to it, like, for an occasional match, which is fair enough. I understand that, but Shane doesn't have occasional matches, he just has stories, and they lead to some matches, you know, like, but he doesn't just have a random match on SmackDown, so we're not going to see that, we're just going to see a continuation of the feud, probably all the way through to WrestleMania, and it'll do my head in.
One quick Shane note, just real quick, that's just, it made me laugh thinking of it while you were talking. Vince McMahon to Stone Cold. No, don't stun me. Look at Shane. He's in his prime. And he jumps like one side of the ring, clear to the other side of the ring. He's the one you want to stun.
Yeah, that was a good moment. That was a really good moment. Okay, so let us know in the comments who you think's going to win. And just for a bit of fun, if Owens and Zayn were to win, even if that's not your pick, how would you book the WWE title going forward? Would it be handicap matches? Would it be multi-man matches with like a third and or fourth guy in the match and make it every man for himself? But obviously book it so they team up a little bit. Would you book them against each other? Let me know. Let me know what you would do in that situation. I'm just curious if anyone's had any other ideas other than all that. Don't forget to head over to RWT, over to that YouTube channel and subscribe. Check out our predictions video and all that good stuff. Leave a like over there. Leave a comment with your full predictions as well. Always welcome. And don't forget to subscribe here if you're new. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza. You've been amazing.